Is it working? Okay, I see some likes, so I guess it's working. Okay, Instagram is working as well. Today I have the gaming laptop, I have good connection. I brought a Wi-Fi repeater down here, so it should work very, very nice. Let me know, hi Bennett, let me know if you can hear me fine, if you can watch everything fine, is everything smooth. This camera is a Sony and I will be recording with it, but I found a way to make it stream, so it's cool. But yeah, I can see it's a little bit choppy. Hi Smika, how you doing? So, my laptop just died. Nice! Hi from Italy! Perfect, perfect. We will start very soon. I'm just about to start streaming on Instagram and on TikTok as well. I'm trying this multi-streaming stuff, but all of these services are stupid, and I cannot use OBS for all of them. I use OBS for YouTube, then we have OBS streaming into Google Chrome to read Instagram comments, and then I have to stream a virtual camera into TikTok Live Studio because TikTok does not allow the stream to work in OBS anymore. So I have to have 3 software open to do something which will be super simple. And yeah, this vertical streaming stuff is not the best. It's not very well implemented. But let's make the best out of it. Okay, go live on TikTok as well. I will be reading comments super soon. Go live. Perfect. Yeah, it's getting cold here in Italy as well. Actually, it's cold at night, but during the day, now that it's sunny, it's a sunny week, it's 15 degrees Celsius, so it's not that bad. Perfect. Okay, we are live everywhere now. Can you still hear me fine? Is the connection holding up? Am I smooth? Hi! Okay. Perfect. Because the laptop is streaming to 3 different services. Also, the connection is kind of it's kind of jammed right now. Okay, perfect. Hi there. I have to build a quad mover drone and put out3 on it. Yes, I need to look it up actually. Perfect, smooth as heck is what I wanted to hear. Let me... Boom. Come on. Nice. Perfect. Now I can move and still be in frame, which is very nice. Thank you. Yeah, I test drones. I don't crash them too much because I try to keep them, you know, in one piece when I review them, so I can still talk about them, I can reference them in the future. I wish one day I will be able to crash test them and see how the frame holds up, because up until now I just crashed them out of bad luck, and we understand what happens then. Ah, I can close TikTok. Perfect. I have the TikTok chat right here, so much better. Yeah, you're not seeing my screen, but it's a big mess. Okay, perfect. And the TikTok chat is, how do you call it? It's translucent, so okay, I can reduce the perfect. Okay, reduce the opacity, much better. Nice. Yes, I'm Italian. By the way, if you didn't know. Yes, I basically keep all the drones in a pile. I have one of the piles behind me in this chest right here, and it's just full of drones. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but it's basically very, very full of stuff. So on Instagram, how were you able to start getting drones and other products sent for you for review? So basically I started doing, I started the channels out of a game. It was a game to me, and I posted for fun. And then I started doing some side projects. People liked them, like some cine whoops that were 3D printed, and the naked GoPros. If you remember this, you are a veteran. Actually, we have the other camera today. I forgot. Yes, sì, sono italiano. Salve. I forgot I have this other point of view. But if you are a veteran, you remember the analog camera, the naked GoPro, and yeah. And a lot of people like this project, again a little bit of popularity, and here I am. Companies started sending me drones, and yeah, the channel has to grow a lot still, but we are here to to make even more crazy stuff. So today we have oh my god, with all these camera points. Today probably I will make it. Yesterday it was technical proof. But we have this night vision camera from Cadex. It's called the Infra Camera, Caddx Infra Camera. I thought it was analog, but sorry, I thought it was digital because it has some kind of, hey, can I zoom in? I thought it was digital because it has this MIPI connector right here, but yeah, it does not fit anything I have. I don't know if I have the cable, but let me just look for one. So, I need to find a cable. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, don't tell me. Wait. Man, I didn't know this. Okay, so this is a weird product because it's made by Cadex, which is Walksnail. They have the Walksnail ecosystem. And this connector is for the DJI Cadex Vista. I just discovered that. And man, this means I can probably build this camera into a Cadex Vista, which is super cool. Oh my god. So, with all the drones I review, I keep them for reference in that box you see, and when I have to do other reviews, I can compare drones. Now I'm starting to having a lot of drones, so probably I will start selling them very soon. I am kind of a hoarder most of the times, but I need to renovate my garage to make a lab, because this is my grandma's basement basically, and I don't have space to grow in here. I'm using this room, I have this table at the back, but you see it's not a lab. I have like 1 square meter of space to do drones, and it's not optimal, so I need to improve on that. Yes, the Mario 5 is a little bit heavy in my opinion. It's a nice frame, I mean 5 inches all fly fine, but I personally, at the moment, if I have to choose a frame to go out and fly, call me crazy, but it's up there. This one, I love it. It's cheap, it works amazingly, and it's the iFlight Nazgul Eco, the latest one. This is my go-to if I have to fly. I can use the O3, soon I will be able to put a O4 into it. Flies amazing, it's fast, it's lightweight. I can put a GoPro, it never shows the propellers because it's a dead cat, very very nicely made drone. It doesn't have the LEDs, which they are cool, but if you crash, if you break an arm, you have a lot of extra electronics, a lot of extra stuff to tear apart, and I liked simplicity. This is simple, it gets the job done, it's cheap, recommended. Yes, you can see today I got the stream setup working, I guess, very, very fine. No, that was, all of these are 5 inches. Yeah, XL5 Eco, very nice. So, was it hard to start FPV? I started very, very, very early, like, I believe 2012, 2013, I was a kid back then, and I remember using a monitor to fly, and I didn't have goggles, like everything was so expensive, there was no guides. It lasted a couple of weeks, I destroyed the first drone I made very, very quickly, and then I didn't fly it FPV because I broke the camera, the VTX, everything. And then in 2016 I started again because there was all the hype and all the Rotor Riot stuff, and I started back again, I did the simulator, I learned to fly the proper way, and that's my journey. It took a long time, now it's much easier. You get the Avata, you get a easy drone, you learn to fly, and the digital goggles, you see much better, you crash much less, you have better range. A lot of crashes back in the day were just, hey, you went 200 meters out, there is a tree, you go behind it, 2.4 gigahertz radio drops like crazy, and that was it, a crash. Oh my god. Do I still have my first drone? Not in one piece. Like all of my first drones, they are not in one piece anymore. They are motors I don't use anymore for obvious reasons, but yeah, everything was destroyed. Drones I had a couple of years ago, they are totally destroyed at this point. Oh my god. I don't know, because this camera, this Walksnail camera, is not a Walksnail camera, it's a Caddx camera. And maybe it's old enough where Walksnail was not around. Oh my god, this cable seems to be broken. No. And I feel like it's gonna be compatible with a Caddx Vista. I'm gonna try live and let's see what happens, because now I'm super curious. I hope I discover it can be used with a Caddx Vista, because it will be incredibly cool. The drone is not for upcoming review. The camera is the subject of the upcoming review. This is a totally night vision camera. You can fly this in zero light, which is crazy. And I never see... This is not a VTX, by the way. This is the AI, they call it AI, but it's a box that processes the image and makes it so you can fly at night. Crazy. So, if you wanna fly and start doing FPV, I suggest going either with the Avata 1, Avata 2, and those are my best recommendation. Otherwise, the DJI Neo, because all of these drones are easy enough so you can start flying with the radio controller. It goes back, forward, left and right. It's very easy. It has the altitude sensor, keeps it steady. You discover how to navigate, and then gradually you become better and better, and you can start doing sport mode and then acro mode. and eventually you have the DJI Care. The investment is safe. That's it. So yes, there is additional lag with this camera. This camera has 100 milliseconds of latency. So yeah, it's not the best, but you are flying at night, fly slowly, and you will be able to see everything, which is crazy. So the story behind my logo. I had a cat, I still have a cat, he's like 20, 21 years old. And when I was a kid, I had it for a few weeks. Then one day he was out and he disappeared for like 3 months. He came back one day, he was missing an eye, he's a gray cat. I will make a picture with him tomorrow, which is Halloween, because the cat now, super old, looks like a skeleton, super ugly, sadly. But it was my favorite cat, so I made the logo from that cat. Also because FPV is kind pirate, you are a pirate of the air somehow, and so everything came together and my logo was born. So that's the history of it. Ah, the Walksnail gimbal drone. I have it right here, by the way. The Walksnail gimbal drone. It's kind of useless. Now maybe with the O4 coming out, this drone will be somewhat useful if you find someone that's able to fly. My girlfriend did her best, but she never used a controller in her life, so I didn't have anyone to fly properly that day. Why don't you agree with the Avata? Because how else are you gonna start? You can start with a cheaper kit, but then you have to throw away the radio, you have to throw away the goggles because they are analog and usually they are not good. Also the drone is not good. You can start out with a proper FPV drone, but you need to learn so much at once, and the risk of crashing because you don't know how to operate one of these and you don't know the controls, in my opinion, is a lot. And price-wise, it's basically the same. You have to buy batteries, you have to buy a charger. And really, it's very expensive at the beginning, I believe, and very overwhelming. Instead, the Avata is the drone you can get, start flying normally without all the acro stuff, so you can have a sense of security, which is true in my opinion, which is real. And then you have good video, you get pumped because you see you are creating good videos and it's easy to do. And when you're ready, you do the simulator, you can start using the Avata in acro, and then all of your gear, the analog, the digital goggles and the radio are compatible with O3 Caddx Vistas. So you don't have to sell anything, you don't have to throw away anything, you can just continue your journey. But now when you get to the point of flying a real drone, you know how to fly it, you have much less risk of crashing, you have to repair it less, and you can progress further once you're ready. In my opinion, that's the more progressive way of learning. What? I'm building a plane. How to not make it become a jungle? What the hell? So the Beta FPV kit, I reviewed a few kits and they all are lacking. The Beta FPV at least has the Express LRS radio, which is not the best radio out there, but is compatible with everything else you're gonna get, because everything now uses Express LRS. So maybe that's a good kit, but the drone is really, really crap, really. So I will choose always the Flylens 85. In my opinion, the 75 doesn't make sense. It's same price, just a tiny bit smaller, but it flies much worse and it has less battery time. It makes more noise because the propellers are smaller. Get the 85, really. The 75 doesn't make sense in my opinion. Yeah, tomorrow is Halloween. I don't think I will be able to make something for Halloween in time, but let's see. I will take a picture with my cat and that's it. So the Avata drone without props, I believe it's back here. The Avata drone without the propellers. No news. I have some motors I received. They are commercial motors, but they are out of stock. So they have like 30 motors left, and so if I say get these motors and get this frame, only a few people are gonna be able to make it, and then there are no motors like that anymore. So I don't know how to progress. Companies are not helping me. The drone is old, so I don't know what to do. Also, it's kind of hard. You risk breaking it when you do this mod, and I don't know really. I'm gonna keep it as a memory. Yeah, it's very, very bad when you lose a drone. I remember breaking and losing drones when I started out, and I was always so salty about that. I will answer an Italian comment, so bear with me one second. Allora, il Neo costa poco, però la qualità video non è il massimo. Se riesci a prendere un Avata vecchio, l'Avata 1 costa meno secondo me, e riprende meglio e vola anche meglio, quindi consiglio Avata 1 se non vuoi spendere tanto. DJI Care è una bomba. Se no l'Avata 2 è perfetto, lo so costa un po' di più, ma tanto non molto, perché una volta che prendi il telecomando, gli occhiali, il drone alla fine spendi 200 euro di più, ma è un drone che vola molto meglio, riprende estremamente meglio. Il Neo è un selfie drone gagliardo però, quindi pure quello c'è. Se avessero messo una buona telecamera avrei consigliato il Neo a tutti, però il problema è quello. Ok. So, I'm getting a lot of comments from the 3 different streams, so I will answer a little bit here and there. I'm losing maybe some comments. No, the Axis Flying motors don't work with the Avata mod. I tried all of the similar motors in those size, and only one pair of motor works. And they are out of stock basically. So they are from Beta FPV, old Pavo motors, and they are the only one that works. If you use any other motors, like I don't even know what brand this is, but with this it doesn't work, and it just not only doesn't work, but it shoots into the sky and it's uncontrollable and you break it. So the Avata has the problem of not being PID tunable, and that's the problem. You have to get the right motors for the frame. So I hope I can finish putting it together for tonight, but I'm answering a lot of questions, so it's it's dragging me out a little bit, but it's fun. That's why I started live streaming. I have a good setup today, and I like this chatting with you and solving issues and answering questions. Of course, if you start from already knowing how to work the hardware, how to work with lipos, and how to make stuff works, starting FPV is much easier. I started that way because there was no DJI Avata at the time. And still, I feel the fastest way to spend money and get video and be happy is the Avata. I don't like the drone too much, but that's the most gradual curve. You learn how to fly, you always have it as a backup, and then once you're ready and you already know how to fly, you can progress. And there is always time to buy or to build drones. Once you already know how to fly, it will be better and break it less. No, I have not tested the Action 5. I have the Action 4, and it's very similar, so I did not get one. I may have to make a video, but I saw there are 1,000 videos already, so I feel like the matter has been covered already. Maybe I will do a video about it, but I believe I'm already too late. So for work, I am halfway between this YouTube thingy and the video making jobs I get. So I fly drones for work, I have the camera with gimbal, and I do video making work for companies. That's it. Okay, I believe we can start trying. So you have both the DJI Action 4 and 5. How different are them? Because I feel like they are using mostly the same sensor. The Action 5 has more resolution, yes, but I believe they work the same once you use a log and you color it later. I believe they're gonna be mostly the same. Let me know if I'm correct. Because both are 4K 60, 4 thirds, and you use gyroflow, you use log, and they will be very, very similar, in my opinion. So let me know. Okay guys, let's start testing it. First thing I wanna test is if it works with the Caddx Vista, because now I'm very curious about that. So I need to find a Caddx Vista in my parts box, because that's gonna be an interesting experiment. I hope I don't break anything. It will be a real shame. I don't find Caddx Vistas in here. Come on. I had a ton of them. So it looks like I will have to tear down a drone and get the Caddx Vista from an older drone I don't use anymore. So that's why I have the part box ready. Is the Action 5 better when you use log footage? Like you put it on a drone, you use log footage. Does it have better low light capability? Because if it has better low light capability, I'm gonna get one for sure. And also for the dynamic range, which I need. So luckily I was working on this drone yesterday, and I can take the Caddx Vista from here. Perfect. Then I think I will get Action 4. Action 5, sorry. I want to try it now that you told me that. Okay. Yes, the night mode is a gimmick. I noticed this. It just applies a preset setting, and that's it. It it makes the shutter speed lower. That's what it does, and it locks it to 30 FPS. It's me, Mario. And this drone is called Mario 5, if you are interested. So double Mario today. It's crazy. Okay, I feel like I will need a plier. No, probably not. I can use the screwdriver like this. Perfect. Everything is out of focus. The Johnny FPV, I have not tried that frame. If you're talking about, I believe it's a frame. I have not tried it. There are so many 5 inches, but at the end of the day, I feel like they all fly the same. When they are the same shape and the same specs, basically motors and stuff, they fly very similarly. I feel like drones these days, either they work fine or they work bad. Then the good ones always work fine, if you know what I'm saying. My favorite food in Italy, damn, that's a hard question. Of course I like pizza, of course, like Italian 101, you have to like pizza. But there are regional things like supplì, which is a fried bowl of rice, ragu rice, bolognese rice, with a nucleus of mozzarella, and that thing, mozzarella melts, and you can pull it. Ah, damn, I love that thing. So one of my favorites. No, sorry, the Mario 5, maybe I have to check if the audio is correct, but this is the Mario 5 frame. The one I am tearing apart is a Holy Bro copies drone from a few years ago. This drone was very fragile. I broke one arm and it's boom. And yeah, it's a little bit flimsy, so I stopped flying. But the Caddx Vista stayed in here, and it's time to find it a better home. Actually, I don't even need the cable, I feel like, so I can remove it. Let's see if it's possible to do these kind of things. Yes, it looks like it will be possible. And this is interesting, if it works. I fly drones, I reviewed most of the small ones, not the Helion and big ones like that, but the 5 inches I've reviewed mostly all of them. You can watch it on my YouTube channel. I have reviewed the Nazguls, the 6 inch, the 5 inch, the Eco 1, the Defender 16, Defender 25, and all of the previous ones. So yeah, a lot of them. So the chicken I chase are mine, and grandma's buys them, but we keep them. She gets a share of eggs. It's a system we have here. So yeah, they're also my chicken, but they are very well kept, believe me. They roam freely around the house. They sometimes, when it's summer, they eat with us. They are free to go wherever they want. They live a happy life. Sometimes they get chased by a drone, a small drone. So I think is a win-win situation. Hi. Okay, now I am curious to see if the cable, the connector going inside the camera is the same as the connector that goes into here. Because if it's the same, yes, we have probably Caillou Mini Frame, never heard of it, sadly. I will review all of those comments, start looking at the frames online, because I kind of specialize in bind and fly drones. So with frames, yeah, I see frames sometimes, but again, they all look mostly the same to me. Unless maybe I saw the Baby Ape, the foldable 4-inch from Darwin FPV. I don't like, I mean, it's a low budget company, but they made a cool frame. I'm curious about it. Hi, cool guy Marty. Second time speaking your Instagram name. Hi there on Instagram. So, I need the mouse. So I tune drones sometimes, it takes me a day. Sometimes I build something and it just doesn't fly the way I want. And I start putting batteries after batteries after batteries and refining. I am not a pro at P-tuning, but back in the day there were no presets, so I had to learn by doing, and I can get the drone flying fine enough. I don't get them flying perfect, I'm not a mage, but yeah, for minimum effort, maximum result. No, I usually 99.9% of the time I keep everything they send, and it's the exchange. I make the video, they send the drone, that's the thing. I get them a lot of exposure. It's a half scale 5-inch, but does it use 5-inch propellers? Because then I'm interested. So my favorite sub 250 frame so far, the one I've used the most, I don't know where it went. Probably it's up here. Yes, I'm gonna plug this drone again. Flylens 85. It's not an acro machine, but when you want to fly undetected, this thing is amazing. Actually, I have the cropped version down here, which you can see much better. So, yeah, if you end up in Italy, hit me up. I live 80 kilometers from Rome, so we probably can meet if you arrive at the main airport, basically. Favorite FPV backpack brand? Well, that's a good question. I use as my small backpack a 19 bucks Amazon backpack from an Italian brand I found online. It has, I cannot show it to you right now, but it has the photography compartment. Then it's small, it's a very small backpack, the one I use the most. I had it for years. Photography compartment with all the slots and the foam, I stick a lot of stuff into it. It has a frontal pocket, I can put a small 10-inch laptop in it. And then it has another frontal pocket where I stick everything else. And very, very convenient. Big backpack for when I do work. It's either the Tarion PB01, if you're interested about it. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but it's just perfect. It has 10,000 pockets, everything is super well accessible, very well compartmentalized, very nice. And lately, PGY Tech sent me their newest backpack, which is nice because it's a little bit less accessible, a little bit less pockets, but is waterproof. So if I know I'm going to some sketchy places, I take the PGY Tech. Man, the Amalfi Coast is something else. Beautiful, beautiful place. I visited a couple of years ago. Amazing. And the food is amazing as well. I need to take a look at the Torvalds. Sometimes I go to the website, I look at them, but I never found the same convenience I have with what I have, because I like having a ton of little pockets where I can stick the little batteries, the little screws and everything. Instead, most backpacks for FPV drones have weirdly accessible stuff, big compartments where you can stick the drones. I always stick my drones outside of the backpacks. So the internal stuff is for cameras, is for gear. I always travel with the action cameras, the Insta360, the Osmo Pocket. I carry a ton of little things that need their space. And backpacks that have big compartments, I like the small compartments better. Yeah, chasing chicken at night, maybe it's a little bit of a big drone to do that. And the problem is chicken don't run at night, they sleep. So yeah, maybe I will chase some owls if I find them, or some birds. I live in the countryside, it's full of animals that go around at night. Foxes, whatever you want, but it's gonna be incredibly hard to spot them, because the only way I have to look in the dark is a drone which make noise, and as soon as you take off, the animals run. So it will be very hard to do that. I was thinking to... It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna probably be in the review I will do, because it takes time. What I thought doing is adding some metal, how do you call it? Like sponges made of iron shavings. If you apply some voltage to them, they start oxidizing and they sparkle a lot. So I wanted to fly at night with these, record, and have a button ignite the metal sponges, so the airflow from the propellers can make a ton of sparks fly down, and maybe with the camera I can do some cool pictures. I don't know if it's worth. That's what I was thinking doing for a cool video, because I always have to think about cool videos. Yeah, man, everybody has to visit Italy. It's not the best place politically, and people can be super friendly or sometimes rude, but it's the beauty about Italy. The real beauty is the landscape. It's such a small country, but it has everything. The mountains, the sea, and really, really, you have to visit. You drive 30 minutes, everything changes. That's the beauty about what we have here. I don't have a PO box yet. They ship stuff at my house, so... Steel wool, thank you, that's the name of the damn thing. English is not my main language, so sometimes I don't remember the name of stuff. Yes, steel wool. I am 80 kilometers from Rome, in the countryside, so it's all small places and real medieval cities. So my town is called Castel Sant'Elia. Good luck finding that. 2,000 people, so 2,000 citizens. I will review the Mario 5, which probably has that board inside. It's probably coming soon. I don't know why they are sending another Mario 5, but yes, this one I built with components I had lying around. They're gonna send the bind and fly version, that's why. No, I am from Lazio, not Tuscany. I am in the crossway in the north of Lazio between Umbria and Tuscany. So I live in the crossroads. I have a very weird dialect also in Italian, not only in English. So it's weird. I need to fly in the medieval towns more because I always fly in my backyard, but it's really beautiful around here. And nobody knows about that, not even Italian people. And that's a shame because the places are amazing. Yes, in my experience, I had a lot of bad situations with flying too high, losing control, ESCs burning, batteries, lipos burning. So I experimented everything, and now stuff happens less because I know better. But sometimes still accidents happen. So that's why I always try to fly small drones, because at least if I'm flying in a crowded place, if I'm flying at the cities, at the towns, I don't have to worry too much about hurting somebody, damaging something. And yeah, that's why I love flying in the small stuff. And I always suggest the small drones, which will be getting the O4 very soon, so you cannot even complain about quality anymore, I believe. Yeah, Sardinia is... I have never been in Sardinia yet, so you beat me. I have a friend who just moved there. I'm gonna go to him very soon and bring my drones and fly in Sardinia as well, because it's such a beautiful place, and I have to fix not not visiting there. Yeah, absolutely. Send me a video of the Torvol urban carrier, because I believe it's the small one, and I'm curious about that, because I'm looking for a replacement to that $19 backpack, but I've not found one that offers the same many compartment things. One recommendation for soldering: so get a good soldering wire. One that has a mix of metals is the expensive one. If you don't get the expensive one, it's very hard to make it flow. The good one flows very good, it melts, it's shiny, and it makes your job much easier. You don't... I have it. I have a lot of gear, you know, the rosin, the flax right here, but I rarely have to use it because the soldering wire I have is so good. It is a mix of, I believe, lead, silver, and other metals I don't remember right now, but it works amazing. So the regulation about FPV in Italy, they are basically the European laws mostly, and they added an extra layer of paying money to do stuff, and they blocked almost everything that you may find interesting. So you can fly, but in your backyard. My backyard is a no-fly zone, I believe. Not a no-fly zone, but it's a natural park or whatever, and technically I can fly, but they cannot enforce these crazy mass of laws. Walksnail or DJI, I don't want to sound like a DJI fanboy, but DJI has it so much better. I wish other companies make it better than DJI, and we have some competition and more freedom, but DJI is so much better. The signal is just spotless. It's the best you can ask in FPV at the moment. And I tried Walksnail as well, but it doesn't compare, sadly. I hope they will beat it one day. but it's not the day yet. Thank you. I will hit you up when I go to Sardinia, because I need some good places to fly. So 2.5 inches frame to use 04, well, we have to wait 04 is out, because it will be bigger than 03. So new frames will have to come out, and I may have to start having a website where I list all my favorite drones in every category, because it's hard doing it with reviews, and I want to update my recommendation every time I review something better. Okay guys, let's keep on trying this drone, because I am super curious if this thing can be done at all. I don't wanna fly analog, I wanna fly digital. So I'm very excited. I just found out about that. Yes, I will have the flight times coming very soon from Flywoo, and I can't wait to try it, because it looks like it will be probably better than the Flylens 85, maybe a little bit less protected, but if it flies like I think it flies, like a toothpick, I will be amazed. So I can't wait to try that, and maybe it will be my next favorite one. Probably you can also remove the ducts and fly it as a toothpick, so the duality of it makes it incredible. So I flew in Bolsena. I actually worked in Bolsena as well for the municipality of Bolsena. I did some videos, and yeah, people are happy. In smaller towns, even if there is a no-fly zone, even if there are problems, really nobody enforces the law. So Italy, we are lucky that way. I have not seen the 50-kilometer Walksnail flights, but I believe once you start having big antennas, they probably did it with a ground station, big antennas. I'm not sure, but I believe if you use that, you can do it with DJI as well. So, should you build your first FPV drone or bad idea? I started by building my first FPV drone, and you encounter all of the issues. If you're good at building, if you're good at following tutorials, maybe it's a good idea, but be ready for weeks of headaches the first time you start building FPV drones. Now we have a lot more documentation, it will be easier somehow, but yeah, it will be harder than just getting a bind and fly and go fly. But if you break it, you built it, so you know how to fix it. At least that's one pro I can give you. And you learn everything about FPV immediately. I have to try HD0. I am curious about it, but I didn't have the chance to try it yet. It's something I have to fix very soon. I believe you need a spotter for sub 250 flying as well. It's just like FPV without a spotter is not legal in all Europe. You have to have line of sight, somebody has to have line of sight, which I don't want to be an anarchist, but I really don't like the drone laws we have. I believe the world will be a much better place. Make me have a license, make me pay a 500, $1,000 per year insurance, and leave me be. Let me fly wherever I want. I have a big insurance covering if I do damage. Of course, don't fly over airports and jail and stuff, but all that's not sensitive, leave it free if you have the permit, like the license, and if you have the insurance, like cars. And that's it, in my opinion. Let me do whatever I want. If I do damage, I will pay. Because all of these laws are just making stuff very, very hard for people, and is not efficient, I believe. And everybody's flying like a pirate because you cannot do stuff legally most of the time. So what's the best soldering iron? You have professional soldering irons, of course, but I like my TS100 right here. This is not my favorite one, I don't have my favorite one, but get the power delivery option, because you will be able to bring this in the field, bring this when you travel and fix drones very, very fast with one of these soldering irons. They are amazing, I love them. I just have one that uses a barrel plug and I don't like using the barrel plug. Thank you, I'm glad you like the live streams. I built a small setup here on the bench because it's nice to talk to you and solve questions and answer doubts. Probably I switched those two, but yeah, you get me. So, I am not sure about DJI having an hard limit. It had a hard limit for sure, but I believe with recent updates and with the O3, it doesn't have hard limits anymore. So until you have signal, it's fine. The limit was due to some latency issues that if you went too far, it was not receiving the feedback fast enough for and you lost signal. I believe it doesn't have that anymore, so you can hypothetically go as far as you can with DJI now. I hope one day we get 5G VTXs and we solve all the range problems, but legally you cannot even fly out like 200 meters, so it's always this thing between what we want to do and the law, which is very, very, very crappy, because you cannot do anything if you follow the law, which is a shame. Yeah, flying together. What? Inactivity detected in my live. What the hell? I'm talking. What do you want me to do? TikTok is so weird. Okay, perfect. We solved the issue. No problem. So, what radio do I use? I use the iFlight Commando 8, which is very similar to the DJI controller, so I can keep my hands in the same thing, the muscle memory is the same, and now I found out that the BFPV light radio has the same shape again, so for 2.4 GHz I use that. I know, don't follow my my setup, but I like having the same feel in my radio with the thumbs at the same position, so I can switch between radios very fast, because I have the old Taranis from FR Sky. When I get it, it's big and I cannot fly good with that. I have the muscle memory for a small controller joystick radios, and that's what I use. I have not seen the Pinesil V2, but if they use the same tips, probably they are very good. So yeah, this style of soldering iron, whatever brand you get, amazing. Pineapple on pizza. You are asking an Italian guy a very hard question, but I'm gonna be honest. I went in Japan a month ago and I found pineapple with pizza in a Domino's, I believe it was, or Pizza Hut, I don't remember. Domino's. It was Domino's. And I asked for a pineapple pizza because I was curious. And man, I have to be honest, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like the when you buy it, you have this wateriness coming from the pineapple, and it's acid, and it complements the pizza very well. Now, I hope Italian people are not live, so they cannot ban me, but I like that kind of pizza. I don't know how to set up a donate button from OBS. Maybe I need to look into it. Today is my first time properly streaming with OBS and the dual camera setup, the good computer. So I will set it up. Thank you for for the appreciation. The Italian guys are just going very mad. Are just going very mad at me. But man, if you tried it, you know it's good. It's pleasing. I thought it was very bad, but actually I liked biting into it. So what can I say? So the chickens are sleeping. We are at I believe is 10 p.m. So the chickens go to sleep at 6 p.m. They're gonna wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. No, you cannot break the spaghetti. That's something that I cannot condone. So yeah, that's my limit. Pineapple on pizza is fine. Breaking the spaghetti is not fine. Don't do it. Okay, I'm going at a very, very slow pace with this build today. But I like answering the questions, so... Because I have to be focused, I don't want to break anything, I don't want to burn anything, because... That's what happens when you get distracted. Boom. I am opening this camera to see what's inside, how big the connector is inside. Because I'm not sure where this other connector I found comes from. So I need to investigate before I do damage. Okay, thank you for clarifying. So Bardwell answered the the god of FPV technical question, and it depends on what you fly. It's either 13 kilometers or 20 kilometers. Thank you. Now I know something I didn't know. So the next video, I have to edit it, is gonna be about the Oasis Fly 30 I built the other day live. I recorded everything, I just need to edit it. I don't know if I'm gonna pull a late night edit tonight, or maybe it's gonna come out on the 1st of November probably. I'm gonna edit it tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, Oasis Fly 30. No, I don't have Bardwell in chat. I have people mentioning Bardwell on YouTube, so... That's it. I hope I had Bardwell in chat. So yes, this is the infra camera. This one is the infra camera from Caddx. I am trying to connect it to the Caddx Vista so I can fly digital night vision, which to me is mind-blowing. Exactly, the pineapple on pizza is weird, but the Würstel and the sausages and the fries on the pizza is fine. And I kind of like that pizza as well, but it's worse than the pineapple and ham pizza. I like the pineapple and ham pizza better than the Würstel and fries. So I'm gonna get banned from Italy very, very quickly. By the way, the Würstel and fries pizza is called the American pizza, which is weird because... And the pineapple one is the Hawaiian in Italy. Somebody does it, the pineapple with ham in Italy as well. Yeah, people didn't like the pineapple on pizza things. Somebody told me about Bardwell talking about my channel, which is a honor. I hope I can grow and reach Bardwell more because hey, he is like a mentor to me, you know. Every time I was building drones, you go to YouTube and you look at Bardwell videos. Everybody going into FPV has looked at Bardwell's video. So one of the best FPV channels out there, if not the best, because you learn everything. So the Vista, I don't know if the Vista supports this cam. That's what we are finding out, because I just noticed it has a connector, a MIPI connector on the back. And it looks like the one that goes into the Caddx Vista, so either tonight I burn everything, or we learn something crazy. Thank you, man. Thank you for encouraging me to do these live streams. It was a little bit of a mess to set it up, but I'm so happy I started because I can engage with you, I can learn stuff as well, and I can solve a lot of people's doubts, so thank you. If I manage to build it, I'm gonna test it on stream, so stay tuned. But the problem is, I have this weird cable, I don't know where it comes from. And you can see it has a bigger connector on one side and a smaller one on the other side. So maybe this was meant for the O3 camera. I have no idea where it comes from. Wait, it may be from a O3 camera now that I think about it. Oh my god, I don't want to burn a O3 camera. No, it's not from a O3 camera. What the hell is this connector? Why do I have this weird connector? Yeah, but look at it. It's not... Ah, it's like the O3, but yes, it's a O3 cable. Oh my god, this focus. Work, please. Bardwell is El Padrino. My live stream is basic. What do you mean by that? How can I make it not basic? Because this is my first time using everything, but I put so much effort into making everything work, and I am streaming on 3 different platforms vertically. So for me today it was like, wow, I'm doing something super cool, but what can I do for making my live stream better? I'm curious because I'm trying to improve my setup right here. I have no idea about Fat Shark. I never used Fat Shark in my life, sadly. I tried them, but since I don't do much analog, and when I flew analog I didn't have much money, I never bought Fat Shark. I know it's sad. Smika, come on. That's a super fun comment. Can I pin it or can I like it? No, I cannot. But thank you. Yeah, probably I should ask ChatGPT or something, but we like risk here. So I'm gonna plug it in. What's the worst is gonna happen? I'm gonna either burn this camera or the O3. I don't think something like that is gonna happen. These cables are probably fine, like the traces running into them are built to support the same inputs. It's the same company making these cables, so I don't even know if it fits. Yeah, it looks like it fits. Where is my my focus at? Come on. Thank you. Thank you for liking my stream. So the story behind my name Rimser goes back when I was a kid. I watched the Tron movie and I spelled the name wrong. It was my game tag on PlayStation and stuff. So one day, out of my mind, I remembered the name. I like the guy. It's like an enemy in the movie, and I mistyped it, and that was it. I started calling myself on PlayStation, on whatever I used on every game, and then when I started FPV, it was my name, so I kept it. It's not a fun story behind my name. So what goggles do I use for night vision FPV? I don't know yet, because if I can use the DJI ones, I will be stoked about that. Yeah, we need better FOV on the desk cam. Thank you for the suggestion. I wanted to really get into it, but the focus was weird. My real name is Andrea Zega. So, it is 90% not gonna burn. It's not gonna work maybe, but I don't think it's gonna burn. So let's try with the Caddx Vista. I believe being digital, it needs to make sure it's... let's do something. Let's try analog first. I know today is a mess, but let's try analog first so we have the proof it works, because I cannot live with too much uncertainty here. Okay, so they provide this cable that supplies power to the box. And yeah, I probably need to supply power to this box before I try anything. But actually, consider this. Look, I'm gonna zoom in again, I'm sorry. But can you see? No, of course. There, you have power, ground and analog video out, or you have ground and power soldered. So I believe this camera is meant to be used with digital as well. I don't know if they implemented it correctly, but you can see on one side they have the MIPI cable, which is missing, and on the other side is this bigger MIPI cable. So to test the analog, I have to tear apart the drone, and I'm gonna have to record. I don't know if it's compatible with all systems. I know it's compatible with analog, and I want to try and see if I can make it work with digital, because I saw a digital connection back there, and I'm curious about that right now. Oh, okay, yeah, they may have a different layout. Analog is less risky, so let's start with analog. And Mike, I am curious about testing the digital thing, so let's make sure everything works, everything is powered on, and then we're gonna try the digital, because now maybe I can ask Cadex, maybe. But Cadex, every time I ask them, they don't know what they are talking about sometimes, so it's hit and miss. And now we start looking for the right bit, because I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's this one. Perfect, we found the right bit with not too many attempts. Okay, so, okay, I was recording with this camera as well. Perfect. I am sorry, everything is out of focus. Maybe I can... perfect. I can improve on that. Come on, this camera is moving too much and it doesn't need to do it. Okay, much better. So I have the vertical format of live because I am streaming simultaneously to TikTok and Instagram, which are my main profiles. I actually can make a horizontal layout for YouTube, but I felt like I actually can stream both vertically and horizontally, both on YouTube and TikTok. And I need to learn how to do that properly. Probably I will do it, but I figured most people are watching snippets of this live on their phones, so that's why I am streaming vertically. Okay, nice. And here you can see this was another experiment with the 5 watt VTX. I need to count the leads between here and there. You know what? I believe what happens is, look at this. You know what I think now that I am focusing on it? I believe that this plug at the back is just a pass-through for the camera. It doesn't use the resources of this AI box. It just takes whatever comes from the camera and passes it through to a digital output, I believe. Because if you look at it on the other side, you have the placement. Even on the bottom is written digital with the arrow pointing up, but then when you look at it, they removed the connector because it probably didn't work, and it looks like the output board is the one at the top and the one at the bottom is just the input board. It's two boards sandwiched together. So I believe there is no point in trying too much, because probably this output is not influenced by the AI box right here. It's a shame. So I switched my laptop. Yesterday I was using a tablet, a Windows tablet, and it's kind of weak. Today I brought the gaming laptop, and it's handling the streams perfectly fine. Everything is super smooth. I added a Wi-Fi repeater in the basement so I can stream. It took me a lot of effort, but I think you can see me better, smoothly, no latency, which is very nice. So I am streaming on 3 social media at the same times, and these are the worst social media to stream to, because if you do Twitch, YouTube and Kick, you can do it all from OBS, mix the chats, and it works perfectly fine. I had to install plugins. I have a plugin on OBS that connects to Instagram, but I cannot read the Instagram comments. So I have my Google Chrome open with the comments on the other side. And then TikTok does not give you the stream key anymore, so you cannot connect it to OBS. And I have TikTok Live open, which is taking my camera output from OBS and streaming into TikTok. And I have a separate chat open on my screen. It's a little bit of a mess, but it's working, so I'm not complaining too much. Okay, I need to get this cable safe inside. Perfect, look like it's safe. And we have to find some space in this frame to mount. Sorry, I need to do this. Also because I'm recording with this camera, so this will become a time lapse and I need to make sure. Oh my god, it's so wobbly. I have to make sure it's fine. Okay, let's not zoom in too much. I fixed this with zip ties, so probably... perfect. Perfect. Man, this is such a jank job. Okay, so it's still an analog feed. But it uses what looks like a digital connector between the camera and the box. Then, yes, probably it has a analog output converter, but I believe what enters in this camera is digital, also because it's improving the sharpness probably and stuff like that. So I don't know. We're gonna try analog, so we are sure it works. I am opening the zip tie in the worst possible way, but it works. You just jam something inside the lip and the zip tie comes off. So I need to put this VTX, it's a 5 watt VTX from AKK. I need to, I believe, put it under the drone so I can make some space for the image processing unit. I will put probably the VTX at the bottom like this. Is not optimal, but yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. It will become a vacuum cleaner basically. With hi there. It will probably become a vacuum cleaner this way. But you have all the cooling you want. And then I'm gonna go with the zip tie again, because I'm just lazy. Yeah, and I cannot run screws because the screw mounting is too wide. So I learned English gradually. When I was a kid, I watched a little bit of English. My parents were always, you need to learn English, you learn to learn English. And I had some private lessons when I was a kid. Then I started watching movies, going abroad, and doing everything in English. FPV helped me a lot because when I started out, all the info was in English only, all the tutorials and stuff. So I had to start watching stuff in English, asking stuff in English, speaking in English with my channel. If you watch my first videos, I speak terribly. And gradually speaking every day in front of the camera, I'm a little bit better. I know my accent is super bad and I'm not super fluent, but yeah, I feel like I improved a lot doing this YouTube thing, and that's the thing that made me improve the most. No chicken hunt today, I'm sorry. Chickens are asleep, it's a late night. But this is actually sucking air, so if it's too strong, it's gonna make my drone tilt up because it's sucking air downwards, sadly. Thank you for tuning in, man. I will hopefully, if it works, make a review of the camera because I'm curious. I will try and make some cool videos with it. So stay tuned. Thank you. Good night. I cannot even change it if I wanted, so that's my accent, and that's it. I tried changing it. Everybody keeps saying I have to change it, but it doesn't change. It's my accent. So as long as people understand me, it's fine. Yeah, drone language is universal. So let's get some zip ties and zip tie this thing down here. Oh my god. This drone is a mess. What the hell is this? What the hell is this cable coming out? Ah, it's for a receiver. So keep it in mind, I have to put a receiver on the front of the drone. Man, when you jank the builds out like I do, and then you start after 1 or 2 months, you go back to them, you don't remember anything you did back then. So this drone is so weird to me. I also cut the zip ties a little bit too short for my liking. Yeah, maybe it's better to look for a bigger zip tie. I only have these very short ones. Maybe I can pass it through the bottom, like because I don't use receivers anymore because I mostly use the DJI O3 and Caddx Vistas. So whenever I see a receiver cable for 1 second, I'm like, what the hell is this thing? It has only 4 wires coming out of it. I thought it was a GPS for a second, but then yeah, I saw it's connected to this UART, so I know it's a receiver cable. I can add them together, but they are a little bit on the short side. So maybe if I can just get one zip tie through the carbon right here, it will be better. And probably remove this. You see? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Maybe I can make this work. Yes, yes, boom. Wow, it will be a very, very snug fit. Maybe too snug, but... Oh no, too much. So in about one day, a couple of days, I will have the Oasis Fly 30 from Sub 250 out, the review. I filmed it and I have to edit it. So allow me one day of editing and it will be out. So that's my review. And then probably I have this infra camera, if I can make it work. And also I am reviewing an electric scooter they sent me, so it's not FPV stuff, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Some people are interested in that as well. Hi everybody around the world, it's so cool. So I am from Lazio and I am in a small town called Castel Sant'Elia in the north of Lazio, 80 kilometers from Rome, and it's a 2,000 citizen city, town, village. It's a nice place, by the way. The electric scooter I have doesn't run on grass, so I'm sad, but I am trying to make a very cool video. Today I went and recorded some B-roll with the Hover Air X1 Pro Max, and I am zooming around in some very cool streets of the village I'm in, so it will be nice to watch. I'm trying to improve my review videos. And this thing is not working very good. Wait, maybe I can remove. Man, I don't have the authorization to fly in the Coliseum, I'm sorry. Maybe one day I will get big enough so they will want a video from me, but otherwise, if I will ever fly in the Coliseum right now, it will be illegal. So I don't want to get arrested. In Rome, they don't joke around. They will arrest you if you don't have a permit. But some guys did fly in the Coliseum from Dirty Seagulls, I believe. So somebody did it at least. You gotta know the right people to fly in there, by the way. We are about to... Thank you. If I come to Germany, we are neighbors, I will hit you up. Are we neighbors? Well, we are close enough if we are not neighbors. I have been in Germany a couple of times already, so I like the place. And I have a very bad car at the moment. It's not reliable. One day I will have a better car and I want to do a trip around Europe with the car. Maybe with a van, who knows. But I want to start tripping around because there are a lot of beautiful places I want to visit. So I want to go to Northern Europe, like Norway and all those places. Just look incredible to me. I've never been there. So hopefully one day. So the Starship is right here. I tried it. And I like it. Maybe it's a little bit heavy. Would you Walksnail Moonlight? I don't know if it fits in there. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of the Walksnail Moonlight, I'm gonna be honest. Because the image quality is not great. And to me it's very important to be able to record well with a camera. Walksnail needs to improve that a lot. They don't have log. I feel like the hardware is fine. They need to improve the software a lot. Thank you for tuning in, Hot Wheels. Hopefully nothing burns down. Let's see. You're gonna discover it when I make a full review about this thing. It fits. Nice. Then yes, you can totally use it. Because soldering stuff to V-Bat is no problem. It's not gonna drain the battery too much. So it's gonna work perfectly fine. So this thing looks like it's sturdy enough, so it's not gonna fall. And now I need to find the connector that goes into the camera. Thank you, man. I believe it's the same as the O3. They use mostly the same amount of power, so don't worry about it. Nice. And I believe we have the same... Oh my god, this cable is so short. So, teasers about future videos. I have in a couple of days a review of the Oasis Fly 30 from sub 250. It will come out, I already recorded everything. Then this is a future video. Since I work a lot on the bench, I figured I'm gonna stream when I build stuff and chat with you guys. So this is the Infra Camera from Cadex. It's so far, as far as I know, an analog night vision camera. Very curious about it. And it's another video. I have an electric scooter review coming out soon. I'm recording it in these days during the day. Now it's late night. Then I have the Fly Times 85 from Flyvu. It's coming in very soon. Can't wait to try it. BDFPV should be sending a Pavo 20 with addressable RGB. That was for Halloween, but it didn't come yet, so I hope I can review that as well. It's a special edition. And 3 drones from Gepardcy. They contacted me a few days ago. We have the Vapor X 5-inch, which should be very, very cool for bandos and stuff like that. And then they don't even have a name yet. I believe they have a 2S 1.6 inches with O3 and a freestyle drone, which is smaller. But I don't know, I have to open the box and learn about that. Also, we have the Mario 5 Bind and Fly coming soon. This is the Mario 5 I built. They're gonna send a Bind and Fly. And probably some drone from sub 250, some Cinewhoop coming in, if I remember correctly. But all of these companies contacting me, can we send you this stuff? And it's chats from 3 weeks ago. So I don't know if the thing has been shipped, if it's coming or not. I have all of these drones ready to review, but I don't know if they're coming. So hopefully I can review all of this stuff. So, and we have in a couple of days the DJI Goggles N3, which I will be reviewing. I will be buy them. And the O4, when it comes out, it will be high heat. And can't wait for the O4 to come out. So this winter is gonna be full of reviews. And I want to do more reviews and grow my channel and really invest into this thing because it's so much fun. I love this. and I love flying drones, so I want to become more relevant in the review space. So let's keep doing this thing. So these camera wires are cut a little bit short. Also, I have to make sure, do we have an instruction manual inside here? Nice, nice, that's what I was looking for. The dream. Yeah, I have dreamt about it for many years. When I was a kid, I saw these people on YouTube and I was like, one day I want to be on YouTube. You know, everybody, most people dream about being YouTuber one day. And I hope I can become a big YouTuber, of course. The journey is pleasing, by the way, so I'm enjoying the journey as well. Thank you for subscribing and for watching this live, by the way. If you have suggestions on how to improve my content, please shoot them, because I'm always looking for ways to improve. Okay, it can connect to 5 volt, so from 5 to 20 volts. I'm gonna start with 5 because the connector is right there, I hope. 300 milliamperes is not much, so it's perfect. Nice. So we have the cable going backward and then we have the cable going in front. That's what's gonna happen. Is it long enough? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's taking shape. Nice. Okay, remove this camera. And I believe I will have to cut this cable right here so it can solder into it, go at the back. Or maybe I have an already, since it's the same cable, let's take my cable box right here and find a suitable cable. I have all of them cut very, very short, which it's a shame. You see, all of them are very short. Hi from Italy. So this is a Mario 5 frame, and today we are gonna... This is a drone I built only because I had the frame, I had to review the frame. These components are from the... this is a Gepper C-Stack, these are BBB motors, I feel like. And the important thing is we have the infra camera from Cadex. It's a night vision camera, and I am finding a way of putting it inside this drone because this is not the VTX. This is the image processing unit. So yeah, I had to move the VTX on the bottom. Nice, Volador 3.5 is very nice. I need to look it up, the weight, because if it's lightweight, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I feel like it's nice watching somebody build the stuff and learn stuff and ask questions. So I feel like this live streaming can be a good thing for everybody. And for me, I'm also learning some stuff. So I like doing this. Maybe I can be much quicker without live streaming. I can just get into it and get things done. But you're keeping me a lot of company, so that's something amazing. The infra camera, I don't know how much it costs, really. I'm gonna look it up because I don't know. So, I believe it's like $100, probably. Yeah, 123 euros, the infra camera. 129 on Cadex. Dollars, by the way. And since I'm here, is it compatible with analog? It doesn't say. Yeah, thank you. You were much faster than me. Oh my god, I feel like I broke my table right here. Okay, yes, Canadian dollars are more expensive. Is this thing sub 250? This thing is like 4 times 250. It's 1 kilogram of drone. It's super heavy. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. Maybe I'm gonna remove a little bit of these side covers. Anyways, good thing I opened this because I believe I have the right cable I need. Man, I bought... Don't look at my drawer because it's a mess. When I have to clean, I do this. And I drop everything in it. I have all of these naked GoPro cables right here. So, yes, I have the infrared lights. I don't know where they are, but I have to fly without the infrared lights first. I'm gonna do probably another live streaming from from when I need to put them in. Yes, this is the most efficient way of looking for stuff. Haha! I knew I had the extra cables. This is organized chaos, but I remember where things are. I have only two. Let's sacrifice one for the cause. You know that I can actually solder the connector and then connect. So first thing first, when you use cables, always check that they are the same order, because otherwise you destroy things. No, I got this mat from AliExpress. It's 20 bucks, I believe, but it's very, very good. It has also magnets, and this is a magnet, I believe. Yeah, it's magnetized. And it's very nice to, you see, to keep stuff. You have these pockets for the screws. I like this mat a lot. And I can solder on it, and I don't burn my very cheap table. This table workbench I'm working on is like 50 bucks, I believe. It's made of cardboard. One day I will have a better bench. And this one is very hard to sit into it because I have to crank my feet. It's not ergonomic. Yeah, destroying thing is the most fun thing you can do, probably. Okay, let's give it a little bit of extra length, as much as we can take, because I don't know where do I need to arrive. I don't do repair videos for phones. Sometimes I repair phones, but I never posted videos about that. Okay, nice. We can start soldering. let's desolder what we had. One out, then get the new cable where I lost it, of course. There it is. Buenas noches, man. Buenas noches. Okay. Let's tin it. Perfect. Yes, this is the good old TS100. It's the barrel plug version. If I went back in time, I will get the power delivery version because it wasn't diffused at the time when I bought it. But now power delivery is everywhere, and I feel like it's a much better option, especially for traveling. I'm gonna look at For Repair Guru, but I know what you're talking about. I watch a lot of repair channels. I'm soldering with the widest tip ever, and it's not easy. Perfect. Soldering. Man, being guy from soldering is like it's not good because this stuff is carcinogenic. It gives you cancer. So don't smell the soldering iron fumes. I always hold my breath or try doing it because you see, I don't know if you can read it, but it says this stuff will give you cancer, so don't smell it. This is the rosin flux, which is contained inside the lead. So night vision camera is this. It's called the Caddx Infra. It's an infrared camera. This is the camera, and this is not the VTX. It's actually the video processing unit. It's an AI box which makes the image much better. I don't know how the image is without it, but yeah, I can't wait to try it out because this thing works without any outside light whatsoever, which is crazy. Exactly, I need to buy I need to build, because I have many fans, and build a filter. Because I'm soldering a lot, and yeah, I just try to hold my breath, but it's not good enough, I believe. So this is soldered. Goes inside here. We are about to arm it, so we can see if it works or not before I assemble everything together. And since I want to show you if the feed works, I have this drone I reviewed a little bit before, which is the new B-Drone VR box right here. And the nice thing about this box is it becomes a screen. So I wasn't ready to test it via live, but boom, you open it and we have a screen, so we can test out if it's working or not. Boom. Is the soldering off? Yes, soldering iron is off. Let's put an antenna on it and let's test it. So, antenna, actually I need to put an antenna on the 5-watt module because boom, Okay, the 5 watt module has an antenna on it. I don't have a battery, so I need to go get one. Yes. I need to go get a LiPo and what else? Another antenna. Maybe it's in the box. Yeah. So that headset is from Learn to Fly kit. It's called the new drone starting kit. I don't remember the name, I'm sorry. But it's a cool headset because it becomes both a goggle and a screen. So cool. So I don't have the DJI Neo anymore because I got the Fly More combo. It was very expensive, like 350 bucks, and I felt like the drone was not worth it. I may try doing the video because the video does very well and it will probably repay the drone, but I will probably get a DJI Neo used, which is 140 bucks used. Probably I can find it cheaper and try removing the ducks. But since the image quality was not good, I kind of didn't like it too much. I hope DJI improves the quality of the camera, at least gives us the log color profile, because the dynamic range just sucks. Yeah, but I didn't burn down my VTX. Because I have a light in my head, before I arm stuff, everything has to have an antenna. I burned down so many VTXs already. And this one is a 5 watt VTX. If I turn this thing on, it's gonna burn immediately. Boom! Now when I plug the battery, you're gonna see sparks flying everywhere. Okay, I go get a LiPo so we can test it. Okay, the LiPo is here. Nice. Maybe I need to flip the drone because the thing has a fan on the bottom and it's gonna suck in all the screws. So let's flip it over. So I can also control it. I don't have a smoke stopper, I'm sorry. I'm crazy like that. I never had a smoke stopper. I just do this. Okay, is this thing on? I'm just sure of what I do. Looks like we have video. It's too close to the VTX, but we freaking have video. Can I turn off the lights? Can I turn off the lights? Oh my god. Oh my god. Look how much light this thing is getting. Actually, also this camera, I'm getting a lot of light from the laptop, but trust me, there is no light inside the room. Wow. Wow, it's crazy. Okay, we can mount it. Man, you cannot understand how little light we have. Let me reduce the brightness from... maybe it's better I don't touch it, but I'm gonna turn this camera. You see how little light we have? Man, this thing is crazy impressive. Look at it. It's doing a lot with this little light. Crazy. Okay, let's turn the lights back on. Ha! Boom. Sorry for the mess. And we are back. Nice. Okay, let's turn it off and assemble it. Man, this VTX is crazy. I don't know if you saw it on Instagram, but it's so powerful. I can feel my lips warming when I'm close to it. And actually, I redid the test with the 10 watt VTX, and that thing is warming my skin as well. I can feel it in my skin. This thing, no. But it's so powerful. It's warming up the water molecules in my skin. Look, I'm gonna do it because I don't have a thermometer. Yeah, okay. Okay, I can feel it. It takes a while. Like when you get close to it, you don't feel anything. Now I'm getting it. If you get very close, you feel it starts building up the heat inside your lips. And it's just crazy, and I feel like a little bit of vibration. I don't know how, but wow. It's so weird, it makes my lip dry. Crazy. Okay, I don't think it's unhealthy because it's just heat, it's microwaves. It's not ionizing. Antenna smell. No, it was an antenna burn test. So, time to assemble everything. This goes at the back. Maybe I need to cover the bottom. So, I was so smart that I actually covered the holes with the actually, I am better than I thought because the holes are not fully covered. Man, this build... thank you, man. This build is not... So, on my DJI Neo review, I made like $17. It's not much. But on the video where I removed the propeller guards from the Avata, I did like more than 100,000 views. And I repaid the Avata with that video. It got to like $400. So, if I manage to buy a DJI Neo, destroy it, but get the money back, it will be worth it. Because otherwise it's just wasted money. At least the Avata, it was an idea that if it worked, and I kept disassembling it and I broke it eventually. But the Avata, I almost started using it like that. Because I only didn't because it was just too much of a mess with the antennas. Hi from Italy. Damn, also from Indianapolis. Crazy. So yes, I'm using, this is not a VTX, this is the image processing unit. The real VTX is the AKK 5 watt VTX I have at the back of the drone right here. No, the screw is too short. Ha! Wow, everybody from USA, that's crazy. Hi, I am in Italy. Man, the screw is just too short. It's a little bit of a shame. Wow, it's so cool seeing everybody comes from around the world. What time is it where you're from? So this is not an autonomous drone at all. This is a drone is fully manual. You have to fly yourself. What do you mean by autonomous drone? I need a longer screw, by the way. Damn. What time is it where you are? Here is, yes, 22, 23, I believe. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the Avata 2 made a lot of views, so maybe it's a good idea to make the same with the DJI Neo, because well, I like making views. So, and also it may be a very fun thing to do. Wow, 3:23 p.m. Man, go to sleep. It's late. It's wait, 3:23 p.m. is afternoon after lunch. I'm sorry. I thought it was a.m. I get confused. Yes, because the day before yesterday, we changed hour. We had to put 1 hour back, I believe. Yes. So if it was 7 o'clock before, now is 8 o'clock. Italy has this weird thing where the sun sets very, very soon. Like with this new time where it's 5 o'clock p.m. the sun sets, and it's just stupid in my opinion, because the days are so short without a reason. The sun comes out at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's just stupid. Let the sun come out at 7, 8 a.m. and set at, I don't know, 7, 8 p.m. It's a good time to set. But when you go into December, you have the sun setting at 4 p.m. Man, it cannot set at that time. So weird. Yeah, the European summer time is good, the winter time is bad. FPV time is over, exactly. I want to be able to fly after lunch and the sun is already setting. It's so weird. And in the morning it's cold. I mean, it will still be cold, but at least you have lunch and you have 5 hours after that. Probably, man, we need to have a petition to eliminate this, this thing which just doesn't make sense. Okay, my screw box is right here. Exactly, yeah, you can still fly indoors. No, it's not winter yet. It will be on the 21st of December. But it feels like winter, because when they change the time, you go from the sun setting at 6, 7 p.m. to the sun setting at 5 p.m. and it feels like winter all of a sudden, like just like that. Yeah, the temperature is fine. It's as long as it's sunny, the temperature is nice still. Okay, this is an extra long screw. Perfect. One is found. Now we need to find another one so I can anchor this thing down. Before I do that, I need to make sure this thing doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. Winter time is depressing. I totally agree with that. Yeah, two angles are much better because I can talk to the camera and you can see what I'm doing. I feel like we needed two camera angles. And any technology in consumer market, no, DJI is just the best in my opinion, sadly, because I want to see some real competition, but there is no competition so far. They are just very, very good at what they do. Walksnail is close, yes, Walksnail is close, but it doesn't feel as refined, and the performance, maybe with some software updates, with a little bit of work, they will be competitive and maybe even beat DJI, because they have nice ideas, and already you can do much more with the Walksnail, like it's free. No, not free, but it's you have HDMI out and all of the nice things we want, and they are not software lock away. Yes, in low light, Walksnail is best, absolutely, 100%. But the best was when Cadex was making the Caddx Vista and you had cameras like I don't remember the name, but you had these digital cameras that had very good light sensitivity. Cadex Polar, probably. This camera was amazing at night. You could fly in fireworks and stuff. I don't know why DJI doesn't make the collaboration with Cadex anymore, but they made very good cameras. So hey, how is this queue so long? Yes, you need to have good isolation, like the silicone on the camera mount. These things make a lot of the jello go away. Also, tighten everything in your drone. And what camera specifically has all of that jello? Make sure also the arms are tight and all of that stuff, because everything can cause jello. So yeah, the Foxeer Cat, also the Rancam Owl. I remember those kind of cameras when I started out. Analog was good back in the day, but now, are you flying analog, guys? I mean, I am today, but because I have to. I feel like digital, you see so much better. It's just, I like digital so much. Stinger Bee. Yeah, the Stinger Bee is nice. I have it on the table right there, so I cannot show you. Stinger Bee has the silicone mount, so I don't understand why it has jello. It's weird. Maybe change the propellers from the stock ones to other. But I noticed that 3 inches, I have been testing them lately, are some of the worst, because the vibration, not the vibration, but the RPM is just right. So also the O3 sometimes has issues with the gyro. I don't know why. It's not yellow, it's just the 3-inch being a 3-inch. It has a weird frequency that camera sensors don't like. Like 2.5 inches and 3.5 inches don't have the same issues, I feel like. But the Stinger B with the O3, I have no problem whatsoever. Yeah, analog is great for tiny whoops, of course. And I like my tiny whoops in analog as well, because digital tiny whoops are just too heavy. I keep losing stuff. Okay. I feel like 3.5 inches are my favorite. I want to see light frames, because the only problem with 3.5 inches and using like O3 is that they get too heavy and you are not sub 250 anymore. I feel like when making a frame, some companies should focus on making a light frame first, even if it's a little bit more fragile, but at least it's sub 250 for the 4S at least. So I have the DJI Goggles 3 and FPV Controller 3, but I don't use them for the O3 because I don't like the Goggles 3. They are so weird in my forehead. And I hope the new Goggle N3 will solve that, so we can progress forward. I feel like the Goggles 2 are the best goggles DJI ever made. They have a bigger screen, replaceable battery, and it's bad to see this stuff go away in the new goggles, you know? Because the Goggles 3 are just like Goggles Integra, but updated. And the N3 will be probably LCD, so I liked my OLED screens. I don't know what DJI is doing, just release a pro set of goggles. No, 60 Hz. Oh my god. I hope they flop super bad if it's only 60 Hz. No, don't tell me that. Wow. 60 Hz is just stupid on a FPV drone. But it's I hate DJI because they can make their gear so good, but they make the motion controller, 60 Hz goggles, the DJI Neo, which is crappy. They treat FPV like a game, and I don't like that. They treat it like a toy. Just allow us to fly good stuff and then make the cheap option. They only come out with the cheap stuff, the gimmicky stuff, and that's what I hate. I really hope that Caddx and the other companies make better products so we can all switch to a better system. I mean, they leaked that it's a 60 Hz. I hope it's just a leak and it's not the truth, because I will be very, very pissed at the goggles and buy them and tell everybody not to buy them because it's crap. Like, flying at 60 Hz is just super bad. I mean, they should have the option of being more, but now that I think about it, I always fly at 50 Hz because I record with my O3 and I got used to it. So maybe I reacted very fast But maybe there is some place for those goggles. It's just when you want to fly like a Caddx Vista, you feel it's so much better. But I understand that 04 is fine in 60 Hz. So maybe to keep stuff cheap is not a super bad choice. I'm not happy about it, but yeah. I'm probably already flying at 50 Hz, so I'm not gonna notice, probably. Yeah, Walksnail listens to the community, but I feel like they need to get better at implementing stuff and make things more straightforward. Because I always have a mixed experience with them. I'm building something, I need information, and it's always, I have to spend afternoons understanding what I have to do, especially with the gimbal. They didn't provide me with the connector to update it. No information on the website. I asked them, they didn't tell me how to update. They said, the Moonlight is not compatible. And I saw a video from Walksnail of them using the Moonlight with the gimbal. And they said it was not compatible. And then I found out I had to update the gimbal itself. And it's always takes days to make things working. And I feel like, yeah, they will be better when they add documentation, know what they're talking about, and make things easier. Because also to update you have to connect cables, and they chip out on the SD card slot and you have to add adhesive. Everything is just so confusing to me. It could be so good, but they lose on the details. Yeah, but you know what? Now 04 is gonna come out, and you will have Cinewhoops. This I hate DJI. Let me not hate, but I hate their policies. I want the other to succeed better than DJI. That I can say. But soon we will have the 04 system. You will have these drones super small that can record at GoPro quality and be sub 250, no problem. How can Walksnail beat that? I hope they add compatibility to bigger cameras, maybe add compatibility, I don't know, to a reflex and make it stream to my goggles. Then Walksnail will be incredible. Make a better camera, like a Micro Four Thirds recording camera. And that's the dream. And then they will piss on DJI super bad. But the Moonlight is not even comparable to 03. How can it be comparable to 04 when it comes out? You know what I'm talking about. It's a shame. I want them to make better things. Yeah, the only thing I don't like, the thing I don't like about DJI is that new thing comes out, the one before gets compatible, but the one before doesn't get, like the goggles too, probably are not gonna be compatible with 04. And I hate that, because they are good goggles, they are powerful, and then they release trash, which is the entry, and that's gonna be compatible. Feels like a shame. And that's what I don't like about DJI. Oh my god. This camera is so big, it sticks out a lot. It's crazy. Thank you, man. High five from Italy. Exactly. If I crash with this camera, it's a goner. It's all glass inside. But I don't think there is a frame which keeps this camera protected, I feel like. Oh my god, it's almost midnight. Crazy. I don't think there is a frame that can protect this camera. I don't find the hole, it's a bad thing. Okay, there it is. Perfect. I thought I found it. It's so hard. Okay. One, we need another one, but the other one is probably gonna be easy. Yeah, yes, all good ideas. All good ideas. For now, I'm trying not to crash, because you are seeing this drone, it's all a messy job. So we have exposed stuff everywhere. I'm not gonna try and crash with it. I mean, it's not about building a FPV drone. This is a very weird FPV drone, and it's gonna be weird, of course, using this stuff. It's not made to have this long sensor at the front, this long lens. But yeah, I'm gonna fly slowly with it, don't worry. It's hilarious for sure. Okay. And finally, we need a receiver, which is gonna be a problem, because I don't have many receivers around. But man, I flew this drone already, so I should have a receiver somewhere. I'm thinking about where to get a receiver, because it's a ghetto drone, yes. So where can I find a receiver around here? I saw one the other day, but it was not updated. Time to dig into the parts box. Man, this thing is also super heavy. So I am using the 5W VTX because first of all it has a great signal, I can fly wherever I want, I'm amid trees and stuff. Second, because it was already plugged into this drone. It was the test setup for this VTX when I reviewed it, so I kept it in there because I don't want to rewire everything. It works very good. I'm gonna fly in the forest with it, so maybe it makes sense to have a 5W VTX, it has more penetration. Exactly, I need to find it from another drone, but all of my drones don't use receivers because I use DJI 3. So I need to find a drone or something. I'm thinking. That's exactly, this is a war drone. This drone, you can use it for recognition work. 5W, night vision. We are building. FBI is gonna knock at my door very soon if I keep building these weird contraptions. We have a receiver in here. Just need to open it and take it from there. I have lost my... there it is. So I thought it was possible to use Walksnail with that device, but it seems like it's not possible. So it's only analog. I believe they will release a digital version, but they had plans for that to be digital. But it looks like it wasn't working, and they are not providing the plug for it. So yes, don't use it with digital, I believe. Thick walls are not gonna be a problem with this 5 watt VTX. I also have the 10 watt, but it's big. It's big like a phone, and it's just too heavy. I can send this drone to Ukraine. They are gonna find a use for it, for sure, because it's everything they need. Yeah, the Mario 5 is very rigid. It's a very strong drone. It's built like a tank. That's I can say for sure. So, my original idea with this drone was not to have a dropping system, but get steel wool and have a relay on the bottom with steel wool. I press a button and it gives voltage to the steel wool, it sets on fire, and I can release a shower of sparks, like a flare. It can be interesting, but one thing at a time. In this video I'm gonna do is night vision and adding infrared lights. I bought infrared LEDs. I'm gonna put on the front of the drone so we can see better at night. I believe it's a good thing to do. And maybe I'm gonna do the spark shower another time, because it's too much for a video. And the spark shower destroys the drone. I already did it a few years ago, and it was a mess. I used to light them up with a lighter. And maybe that's something I can do already with this drone. I hope they improve this product and they add the possibility of using digital, because digital night vision seems like the dream. And we have a nice receiver in it. So take it out. Actually, let me put this back. I hope it's the same plug. Yes, perfect, 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 perfect. Now I need to find a place to put the receiver. Yes, this is 915 megahertz Express LRS, so we have fully long range on this drone. It depends on, yes, exactly, it depends on your antennas and headset, but you can get a lot of range with a 5 watt VTX for sure. You need the right setup. I don't have a good analog setup. I have the DJI goggles V2 with the Ishin Pro 58 Pirx installed and a patch antenna in the front. That's what I have. So night vision mode is not gonna be on in daylight, but still you see stuff black and white, and you see the infrared. So the trees are gonna have a kind of shimmering to them. Okay, I'm gonna put the cover back on. Ah, like this. Yes, it's not a bad idea. But then when I turn the drone, it's gonna have issues, probably. Maybe the array, the receiver, sorry, the receiver you talk about. Yes. Yes, the receiver, yes, is a good idea. So, I'm gonna put this in the front because at least we don't get interference from the VTX at the back. So this is not the optimal placement of the antenna, but it will be fine. I have the DJI goggles V2 for the analog. I have an adapter on the side from Uruav. I'm gonna talk in Italian for a minute because they ask for a resume of everything we are doing right now. So, sorry for talking in Italian. Salve, allora stiamo costruendo un drone con una telecamera notturna qua davanti, ho quasi finito in realtà. È una Caddx Infra, questa qui, e farò una recensione su YouTube molto presto con questo drone. E adesso sto montando il ricevitore qua e poi chiudo il drone, è fatto, lo vado a provare perché è anche notte. Prego. Ok, Italian is done. Let's keep talking English. Yeah, of course, if you have the money, everything has its purpose. Also, there is HD0 if you wanna fly whoops indoors and you wanna keep them light but see better, have better penetration. HD0 is a very good option in my opinion. I have not tried it yet, but it's like a better analog. So, since it's, oh my god, since it's very janky, we're gonna use this kind of tape. Yeah, because we have Italian watching and some people don't understand English very well, so sometimes I have to talk a little bit in Italian to explain what we are doing. I don't like the receiver on carbon. Okay, analog has more range. Nice to know. Thank you. I mean, this is a very janky drone, so let's keep doing things jankily. This is motor tape. So Usually you want your antenna orientation to be the same, unless you use a dipole and you don't have a spin to it. How much it cost? What? This camera? The night vision camera is like 129 bucks. It's kind of a lot, but you get the AI box at the back, so. And I guess it's fine, it's done. The drone is done. It's super janky again, but if it works, it works. Am I missing something? No. That's interesting. Probably I can also do it from Walksnail. I need to buy a capture card. But it will be cool to do lives with flying drones. Well, I didn't think about that. Could be super cool to do that, actually. I don't have the place indoors. And yeah, I need to buy some good setup, also a better computer that I can power through USB-C, because this is a gaming laptop, it's an old one, and it needs a lot of watts. Maybe I need one of those portable power packs. I go in a place and I live stream from there. Maybe it's a cool idea. Thank you for that idea. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna think about how to do that. Or 5G connection may do the trick. This is called the Sky Droid. I don't think he's going in. No. Okay, now yes. Okay, nice. Time to put the top plate on, which I don't know where it went. There it is. And the drone is finally ready. It's very late, I'm not gonna fly tonight, I'm gonna probably not fly tomorrow because it's Halloween and I'm out, so this drone is gonna be flown in like 3 days. Before I go, I'm gonna show you the infrared lights, because I feel like with these cameras you will be able to pick up. Yes, this is self-tapping screws. This is one of the jankiest builds I ever done. So, but it was done during talking live, so I feel like you can excuse me. Because it's very late and maybe one fly I will do it. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure everything works tomorrow when there is light during the day. If it works correctly, I'm gonna fly at night. Let's take things slowly. So it's midnight. It's midnight, and the time I end building the drone, the time I end doing the live, I don't wanna fly anymore. I'm a little bit tired. How can I show you the video feed? With the screen. You're not gonna be able to see me because I'm outside. Okay, guys, I'm gonna fly. Okay, you stayed with me for so long. It's just due. So let me get my radio and my goggles, and I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna give you the monitor on here so you can see. You're not gonna be able to see me, but you're gonna see the drone. Okay, so this is done. Give me a couple of seconds to gain everything. So thank you guys, thank you for staying with me. Actually, probably you can follow me inside the room with this camera. I'm gonna tell you the room is probably not. The room is really ugly, so that light is crappy. Yeah, welcome to my basement. It's a little bit of a mess, so excuse me. But okay, I need to find a battery that's charged, which is okay. No, I don't live alone. I have my parents upstairs. This is the basement. So. Thank you, man. I'm glad it works. I'm glad. Yeah, this is a drone graveyard, by the way. So, let's see if these batteries are charged. 22.7. No, this is storage. Storage 22.4. I put all the batteries in storage. Where is the... Come on, there will be a battery that's charged. Storage, I'm sorry. So, this is the basement. We host dinners, even if it doesn't look like it. And it's my grandma's. I kind of took control of it because it's winter. My grandma doesn't come here in winter. But yeah, I need to renovate my garage so I can transfer everything there, have 3D printers and stuff, because everything you see is temporary. That's why it's such a mess, because every time I have to move the boxes around, it's bad. So I don't remember what ESCs and FC I have on this drone. It's something from Gepard C, it's a Gepard C stack, but I don't remember which one. So let's... Come on. follow me. So let's put these batteries back and see if I find other ones that work. I put all of these big batteries in storage. Storage. Come on, there must be one battery that I can use. This is 23.4, 23.4, it's already something. Let's see if I find something that's more charged. "24, perfect. This battery, by the way, it's such a... It's an old battery. Let's fly with this one. I'm gonna do a very quick flight. Okay, so I'm gonna do a very quick flight because the battery is done basically. And I need to get my goggles. No, you have been here with me. I need to show you the drone flying. I hope I don't crash because I have the exposed camera, but it's the beauty of the live, you know? You're gonna know why the review doesn't come out. Okay. Perfect. Oh wow, it's also balanced. Yeah, I'm gonna fly very, very slowly and not make a mess. I don't wanna break this drone. It's full of fingerprints. So, how do we do it? I need to grab a pair of goggles, which I don't know where they are. Okay, it was not following me. So I don't know where I put my goggles. Okay, found them. Try if it's working before going out. What's the challenge in that? we gotta risk it. Actually, I may have found a way to show you myself while I'm flying. This camera mount rotates. No, not this way. But this way. So maybe I can just do this. Okay. Because that's the door. That right there is the door. So I can just, open the door, sit myself here, and fly out. That's the idea, at least. Okay. Risk it for the biscuit, exactly. So, no, I don't have a fat shark. I have this. The DJI goggles V2 with the with the analog adapter. Hi there. We are about to fly. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Okay, we have the AV in, and to you I'm gonna give the screen, which is gonna sit here, maybe angle the antenna up. The reception is not gonna, yeah, I'm gonna wake up my parents, you're right. Maybe that's not an amazing idea, but hey, we gotta we gotta see what happens. So, you will probably be able to see what happens. Exactly. I give you a screen. I hope it works because everything is just improvising. I'm gonna put the drone back one second so it's not gonna make too much noise. So let's turn it on so we make sure everything is working. Oh my god, this thing is super janky. We have the night vision camera on this. Okay, let's do very small camera angle. Oh my god, it's so powerful. I have to push the drone away, otherwise there is a ricochet. Yes, it plays sounds as well. Thank you. Okay, seems like... Yes, seems like I have a video signal from the... Okay, let's turn on the radio and see if it connects.
Welcome to HTX.
Maybe the receiver went in bind mode because it's been sitting for too long. Yes. Okay guys, we are ready. Let's go. So I will be not able to read your chat, so I'm sorry if I don't answer, but okay. I hope you can see me. I mean, it's totally night out here. There is only that light. I'm gonna turn it off because no. Okay. Now we are in total darkness. Hey, we have to test out things the right way. I hope you are seeing me. Yes, you are. Perfect. Okay. Now we have only... we have the light up there. Okay, no problem. How do I take off? I don't see nothing. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna take off from the ground right here. Okay. Okay. Let's fly. So. Oh my god. Oh my god, the latency. Oh my god. The latency is crazy. Well, I expected... I expected better. Ah, it's not bad. Oh my god, I have the... how do you call them? The lights that activate when you pass. So when they detect a movement, they activate. Oh my god. You can see the stars. Oh my god, it's crazy. Wow. Okay. I expected better, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where I am. Okay. Okay, let's land. It's working, it's working. Oh my god. It seems like I am in a dream. How was it? Did you see it? Did you actually see it? I mean, I have mixed feelings about it because yes, it worked, but I expected to see better.
Telemetry lost.
Instead, it was sometimes it was super strong and you could see everything very, very bright. When I started out, maybe the light coming from the light up top was enough to not make it go into night mode. That's what happened. But it was pretty murky anyways, the image. Yes, we definitely need some infrared lights. And yo, let's try them. Let's try them. I'm not gonna fly again, but I'm gonna try turn the infrared lights on and see if this drone can pick them up, because I'm curious. Yes, it's basically an improved Starlight camera. The latency was super bad. Like you input something and you feel it takes a little bit to to go. So yes, the latency is not the best, but the latency goes up when it becomes darker. So with the infrared lights, maybe I'm able to fly. Also, the camera field of view is super narrow, and it's hard to navigate. I had a hard time flying with this drone because I don't know where I am. I don't see much, and there is latency. No, I will not freestyle with it. Not seeing like this because I don't know where I am, and it takes some time for me to understand what's a tree, what's what. It's black and white. I will try with the infrared lights because maybe I can see much better and I can totally navigate with them. You're right, maybe it needs some wide lens, but if you look at the lens, it's custom. I don't think I can change that with anything. So I'm gonna show you the how do you call them? The LEDs, the infrared ones. Okay, so the LEDs. These are the LEDs, the infrared ones I have. They are 3 watt, I believe, LEDs. They are infrared, and let's turn them on. I have tried like this. Are they on? I cannot know because they are infrared and my eyes don't pick them up. Can this camera pick them up? Okay, it seems like they are on. You can see faintly on that camera. Maybe if I turn... Yes, they are on. You can see. Oh wow, the Sony doesn't pick the infrared at all, but the Osmo Pocket does. Yeah, this is far infrared, if you were wondering. Okay, let's turn the camera. Okay, let's turn the drone back on and see with the screen if we can see any change when using the infrared. Okay, so give you the screen again. So, this is my room without the infrared LEDs. And now let's try turning them on and see what happens. Wait, I cannot do it with one hand. Yes. Wow! Look how much light they make. It's like a flashlight. Yes, definitely the LEDs. Look, my finger in front, boom. It changes a lot. Also the latency changes a lot. You see how murky it is like this? Look, boom, much better. Yes, huge difference with these LEDs. Very, very cool. Yes, definitely I need to put them. Definitely. Come on. Okay, let's turn it off. White balance. Okay, work, please. Super cool. I hope I can put a wider lens, but I don't think I will because it's a custom lens. So anything else will be out of focus. It's a shame. But probably also the lens helps getting a lot of light into the camera. I hope I can find some owls and fly in the forest. I'm gonna try at least. I don't know about the range of the LEDs. They look to be kind of wide range because they are dome lens. But I feel like this camera is sensitive enough, so 3 LEDs, this is 10 watt LEDs, they're gonna make a huge difference, at least up close. I don't know. It's all stuff I have to try. And I'm glad I tried flying tonight so I can go to sleep knowing that the drone is working. And everybody, it's time for me to go. Thank you for tuning in. For today it was very fun. This live was very, very eventful. I didn't expect to fly live, but it's cool. And I need to put an analog stream into the OBS software so you can see much better. And thank you again for watching. Bye everybody. I'm gonna start closing the lives one by one. So first of all, probably TikTok is gonna go because so bye people from TikTok. Thank you for tuning in. So Black and white, it's because this is a night camera and it's only black and white. You go from daytime black and white to fully infrared black and white for when there is no light. And that's it. This camera is a night vision camera. Bye guys from TikTok. Thank you for tuning in. How do I close it? End live. End. Perfect. One is gone. Now Instagram. I need to close Instagram. Bye people from Instagram. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. And okay, and it's time for YouTube. Thank you again, guys. Thank you so much. I will travel to Europe. I need to visit everywhere in the world. I hope one day I can do it. So thank you for the invitation. Bye everybody. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Bye. Actually, I don't have to close the camera, but I have to do